How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Art of Creation Homestead. Sometimes I get started doing a project and I realize, hey, I probably should start filming that. So that's kind of where we're at right now. I've started a project that we're working on, but first I'm gonna get these this leftover spinach to my chickens, and they know it's coming. They're really excited about it. Hold on. Watch out. There you go. What you doing, Bella? Layla. Hey, Gravy. It's always good to take a minute to give them a little green snack. They enjoy it. But what we're working on today is really, truly something that Angela and I, it's a microcosm, I guess you should say, of something Angela and I are really trying to do this year, which is just make everything work better, right? You ever get in that spot where you're like, okay, this worked okay, but this needs to work better. I need to clean this up and get this to work better. That's kind of what we're doing. If you've noticed in the past, we've had these two resin raised bed planters that we bought from Amazon 6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago. I don't know. Been a while, and they work okay, right? But I truly wish we got Greenstalks first. And this is not a promo for Greenstalk per se. We're just talking about what we'd rather have grow in there, because they work great on the patio, and those have worked fine. We've grown basil and carrots and lettuce in them, and it's been productive, okay, I guess, but it could work better. They sat right here on our patio, and look, this is a mess. Again, more mess. This cypress type bush thing, I don't know, the guy who we bought the house from planted them here. There's like 3 of them there, maybe 5, I don't know. Planted too close, out of control. I hate them. Things grow up in the middle of them, you can't get to them, including poison ivy. So it's got to be a real pain, and it's making this whole thing just a disaster, and I hate it. So our project's truly going to be just cleaning this whole mess out and moving our Greenstalks up here to the edge of the patio, and it should look a heck of a lot better. You have to be careful though, because I gotta remember there's lilies coming up right here in front of that. Put this dump cart over top of them so that I won't step on them again. Probably should have done that to start with. When doing projects like this, you really got to watch out that you don't cut old poison ivy. Your hands might touch it a little bit. I mean, be careful if you're super sensitive to it. I know the back of my hands have touched the old, like the stems from last year's poison ivy before, and not had to worry about it. But just be careful. I mean, know what you're cutting onto before you get into it, and then by all means, please do not burn anything that might even possibly have poison ivy, old poison ivy in it, new poison ivy especially in it, because if you inhale that smoke, you're going to be in a world of hurt. Please do not do that. Now, I got an idea. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but as those things fall off the back of this dump cart, I'm going to see if we can't chip up some of this small brush, because I do have an electric wood chipper. It's not good for a whole lot. It's good for small time chipping jobs, and this may be a small one. Like, honestly, the base of some of these, it's not going to take those down. Just really shouldn't put anything in it more than 1 inch wide, but a lot of this is pretty small. We're going to see if it works or not. Looks like it's going to work. It's going to take a little bit of breaking down on some of those, but it is going to work. It's better than trying to throw it all out in trash bags or trying to burn it up, because again, if there's a little poison ivy stuck on something and you don't know it, you just don't see it, it's such a problem if you wind up burning it. So a lot of the thicker stuff, I'm going to wind up just throwing it away so that I don't accidentally burn it or accidentally burn poison ivy. But this can take a little work, so I'm gonna get to work, okay? Okay, so being real with you, today's project is not wood chipping up an old bush, right? So the point of today's project is to get things cleaned up to where we can make things work a little better with our container gardening and our Greenstalks on the patio, and it'll look better in general. So, and moving these planters out of the way first too. So in order to do all that, we had to clean up space there. It's taken way too long to try to wood chip all that bush. It's too much. So sometimes you have to realize when the task you're doing is taking unnecessary time away from your project for that day. So that's exactly what I'm doing now. Is I realized I just need to clear out some of that stuff. So this is where we got to for now. I still do a little more trimming up. But that's what I've been working on actually. All right, now it's the next day, and we've gotten more of this cut out, and we got both these planters out of the way. I think we stopped earlier where we had the first planter gone. So I dug everything out of this, the other planter, got it out of the way. They had a lot of water in them, so like the water hadn't drained out very well, so had to get rid of everything out of there. Got it out of the way, and we just gotta get these poison ivy vines down now. And now we're to the tough part, right? There's a lot of poison ivy vines right here. All this vines on the bottom that we see here, it's all old poison ivy. Now luckily it's not come back yet for the year, so that makes this the perfect time to do this. But cover your hands, cover your arms, just in case. While it's probably not as strong now as it was before, it's still probably got some potency to it. So you know exactly, you don't want to go wilder in it, right? So again, like I said, you need to dispose of it thoroughly. So we're gonna take these gloves and this shirt and throw them away when we're done, and because it may have some poison ivy on it. And we got a good size, contractor size trash bag here that we're gonna be throwing all these little vines in. So I get to work. And just like that, we got a clear spot. It looks so good. Angela Kay jumped in here and she used the shears while I was pulling everything out the best way possible, hoping to not get poison ivy. I'm hard-headed. I didn't wear pants, so some of the roots and the vines may have brushed up on my leg quite often. We'll see how it goes. Again, they weren't trying to grow leaves. I'm not sure how alive it necessarily was or how potent it necessarily is. We'll find out, but it's worth it just to clear this out. Look at this. I mean, you know, if you've seen our videos very much, there was just a monstrosity here, and it's blocking everything out. We couldn't see out into the yard or anything, and now we exposed so much of our patio and that brick walkway right there that was just covered by that mess. And now obviously we still gotta clean it up and everything, but we're gonna be able to put most, if not all, of our Greenstalks right here in this spot that'll free up the area where they've been at down there in the middle. All right, here we are after a couple of different days of work, and this is where we're at with it. We got a lot done, and it looks a heck of a lot better. Look at that. So we washed off this a little bit, got some of the Greenstalks in place over here. We're gonna put one more. We got a 3-tier Greenstalk we're gonna put right here. I'm gonna leave it just like that. We don't want to pile this up too much. Then on this side over here, the planters, we're gonna sit just like this, a little angle down so it can drain out. There's a drainage thing on that end, and we're gonna refill these beds with some decent soil, and we're gonna plant carrots in them. But overall, look at that behind me. It looks so much cleaner, so much better. Obviously it's not perfect yet, but it's good enough for now. I mean, we can keep working on it, but the biggest thing is we got those lime green monstrosities out of the way. And I'll still have to dig out the holes or the roots. See, they're down there. They might take a little bit, but it's a process that it's fitting in what we're doing this year. It's gonna look a little better or work a little better. That's our goal, to make things look a little better and work a little better, be more efficient and productive, and just aesthetically pleasing the best we can. I mean, it's not gonna be perfect. We're not trying to be, but just trying to make it work a little bit better. We are getting some sprouting on some of those, some in there, and some in here. This is all arugula. It's looking really good. So we're getting a lot of stuff growing in there anyways. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. We do appreciate it. My name is Jason. This is Art of Creation Homestead. We love y'all. God bless you and goodbye.